केयूरन विभूषयन्ति पुरुषं हारन चंद्र उज्ज्वला न स्नानं न विलेपनं न कुसुमं नालंकृता मूर्धजा वाण्येका समलांकरोति पुरुषं या संस्कृता धार्यते क्षीयन्ते खलु भूषणानि सततं वाग्भूषणं भूषणम्. This shloka emphasizes the importance of refined speech and knowledge over material adornments. Armlets do not adorn a person, nor do necklaces, neither bathing, nor applying perfume, nor flowers, nor well-arranged hair enhance one's beauty. Only well-cultivated speech adorns a person. Indeed, all other ornaments decay over time, but the ornament of speech is the true ornament.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. With this thought, I, Student Manager Renuka Nevgi from Balaji Institute of International Business,
and I, Student Manager Manas Sinha from Balaji Institute of International Business, welcome you all to the Learning from the Corporate Leader series for the batch of 2024-26. Esteemed dignitaries, distinguished guests, and valued student manager, I am thrilled to welcome each one of you to this exceptional corporate lecture series at Sri Balaji University, Pune. We have the honor of hosting a distinguished guest speaker today, Mr. Honenydeep Singh Sabharwal sir, who will share his invaluable insight with us this evening.
Sir, we are deeply grateful for your generosity in sharing your valuable time with us today. On behalf of our Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, Directors, faculty members, and staff, we would like to express our sincere appreciation. To do so, I invite our student managers Rishikesh Bansode and Aditi Shekhar to present a bouquet as a token of our gratitude.
Thank you, Aditi and Rishikesh. Esteemed guests, it is with profound respect that I seize this moment to inform you that Sri Balaji University, Pune is exceptionally proud of its 4 distinguished constituent management institutes: Balaji Institute of Modern Management, BIMM, Balaji Institute of Technology and Management, BITM, Balaji Institute of International Business, BIIB, and Balaji Institute of Management and Human Resource Development, BIMHRD. Additionally, Sri Balaji University encompasses the School of Commerce and Management, School of Computer Sciences, School of Humanities and Social Sciences, School of Liberal Arts, Balaji School of Law, School of Actuarial Sciences, Balaji School of Media, Communication and Journalism, and Balaji School of Online and Digital Learning. Beyond these, we also have the Balaji Law College at undergraduate and graduate levels, the Balaji College of Arts, Commerce and Science, and Balaji Junior College of Arts, Commerce and Science. Each of these institutions stand as a testament to our steadfast dedication to academic excellence and comprehensive education.
Sir, I delightfully present to you the rankings for Sri Balaji University, Pune, comprising BIMM, BITM, BIIB, and BIMHRD. According to the Times B School Ranking Survey 2024, Sri Balaji University, Pune has secured the top position as the #1 private university in Maharashtra and Western India. It holds the prestigious position of being the 4th ranked private university in India. Sir, I would also like to share that we have established MOUs with prestigious organizations in the recent years. We have MOUs with COEPs, Bhau Institute of Innovation, Entrepreneurship and Leadership, Bosch India Limited, Army Headquarters, Southern Command, and Kyoto Seika University, Japan, to name a few. These MOUs are established with the aim of fostering collaborative research and academic excellence. Besides, we have more than 300 companies coming on our campus for campus placements.
Sir, at Sri Balaji University, Pune, we are fortunate to receive premier management education enriched by substantial corporate exposure. This is underpinned by the core principle of discipline, dedication, and determination instilled by our visionary founder chancellor, the late Professor Dr. Colonel A. Balasubramanian sir. His innovative approach to education is deeply embedded in the fabric of our university. Alongside our rigorous academic session, we benefit from engaging corporate visit and insight from a diverse array of esteemed faculty. We also participate in a vibrant array of extracurricular activities, festivals, and events. These experiences not only foster discipline and foster development but also prepare us to pursue distinguished career and lead fulfilling lives.
Before we begin, let us introduce our esteemed guest speaker for the day, who is a highly accomplished individual with a wealth of experience. For this, I would like to call upon Student Manager Sakshi Agarwal to introduce our guest.
Thank you, Renuka. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I, Student Manager Sakshi Agrawal, take distinct honor in introducing our esteemed guest speaker today, Mr. Honenydeep Singh Sabharwal, sir. Sir is Vice President of Human Resources at Pando. He leads the HR strategy and operations for a fast-moving tech startup that is changing the game in intelligent transportation solution. With a rich background in startups and the consumer's good industry, he has created HR programs that truly align with businesses, core values, and goals. Sir excels in international HR, leadership, performance management, and analytics. He has tackled tough labor issues, boosted employee engagement and retention, and driven significant organizational change. He is all about fostering a culture of excellence, innovation, and inclusivity. Under his leadership, Pando has rolled out some pretty impactful initiatives in diversity, wellness, and people growth, ensuring every team member can thrive. On top of that, he hosts the YouTube podcast, namely I Have No Idea, where he chats with accomplished individuals to dig into their journeys and share insights. Sir has earned his postgraduate degree from XLRI Jamshedpur, one of India's top business schools, and was awarded the XLRI Medal for Academic Excellence. Not only this, but he is an avid investor too, always ready with some investment advice. Please join me in welcoming Sabharwal sir on the stage. Welcome, sir.
Okay, hi, good evening guys. How are you? How do I see the PPT? Can you put a charger to this other? Just a moment, huh? Just a moment. Don't worry. Yeah, there's the charger. Okay. Look. You got a handheld one? Perfect. The college has told me to take a 1 hour session. Huh? So we'll keep it interactive. Otherwise, me speaking 1 hour will become very boring for you. Huh? And at the back seats, if I find somebody sleeping, that will be bad. Huh? Not sleep? Yes? Yes? Okay, perfect. Hopefully, we should have the PPT ready soon. Oh, perfect. Now it's working. No? Okay, perfect. वाईफाई कनेक्ट केबल कीजिए. Can you connect the Wi-Fi? Okay, so while he's putting it up, my name is Honenydeep Singh. It was not very long ago that I was sitting in these chairs as well. I did my master's in HR in 2011-13 batch, so about slightly more than a decade back. So I'm not that distant from you. I'm not, hopefully not going to bore you as well. But my intention today is to give you hopefully some practical lessons which I have learned in my college days and in my early career as well. So that hopefully if you relate with it, you might not make those mistakes and hopefully do it better than me. So that's the whole intention, yeah. The agenda for the day today is largely on two fronts. Is the internet connected? Perfect. So these four areas what we'll cover. Is there a changer, side changer? No. Oh, no worries. So broadly four things. I'll tell you a bit about myself. I'll ask you a few questions about yourself as well. I want to know who I'm talking to. Difficult in such a large gathering, we'll try to do our best. Things I should do to take care of, things I should take care while I'm in college. So that's what I'm talking about in terms of the mistakes at least I made. And then things I should take care when I am in my first job. Four things broadly is what we will cover. Let's start with number one, yeah. So, if somebody can help me with the slide, that'll be really helpful. If somebody can have a seat here. Can one of, perfect, thanks. Okay, so this is me, this is my family, my wife and my 4-year-old kid. I stay in Chennai, avid traveler, I travel a lot. That's the only place I spend money other than miser. I don't spend money anywhere else except traveling. That's what I enjoy. And my family, I was lucky to get married to somebody who also loves traveling. My kid loves traveling as well. This photo is in a place called Nuwara Ilya in Sri Lanka. There's a park called Victoria Park, amazing park. That is where this photo is from. Next slide. From education standpoint, can you go next slide please? This works? Okay, perfect. So from an education standpoint, still not working, yeah. Okay, perfect. So this is what I did. I did mechanical engineering in 2007 and 11. Was a very poor mechanical engineer. I don't know M of mechanical. Worst performer ever. In a 120 engineering batch, I was maybe 116, 117 ranked. Got a job in Infosys pretty much because at that time IT was in boom. They'll come and they'll hire thousands of people. I was one of the 1,001 which got hired. Didn't want to join. So kind of prepped a bit and then did my MBA in XLRI Jamshedpur. I was lucky actually. I got rejected by a lot of colleges. I got rejected by every IIM possible, FMS, NITI, Narsimunji, Mumbai, bunch of IITs as well. So only Excel was kind enough to say, okay, this guy looks okay, I will teach him MBA. So got into MBA. Then there's some issue with this, huh? Okay. It works only with if I close to the laptop. That's okay. In my work experience, I started with a large companies. This picture essentially is a metaphor for large companies. So I worked in ITC for a few years, then worked in HUL for a few years as well. Bunch of roles in factories and in corporate. But ITC and HUL, these kind of companies give you exposure into doing pretty much everything. So I have bought tobacco, I have sold cigarettes, sorry to say, but that's what the business does, right? So I've sold cigarettes as well. I have sold soaps as well, made soaps as well in HUL, for example. Everything under the sun, these kind of companies, interformative areas kind of teach you, right? Moving on, I was lucky enough to move to startup world then. I moved to Bangalore and then again a metaphor there. I was lucky, I was hired for a company. You've heard of Ola Scooter, right? So Ola Scooters, the EV company, was earlier called Ola Play. It was an R&D arm of Ola within the Ola vertical itself. Ola company itself. I was the head of HR there. They hired me for that role. But at that time, he was not picking up. It was not a big deal then. This is quite some time back. And then they shipped me to Australia saying, okay, we want to launch a new country in Ola Cabs. So, okay, take a flight. So one day evening, Bhavesh, the co-founder, calls me. And then that day apply the visa. Next day of afternoon, fast track Australia visa comes through. That day evening, I am on a flight to Australia. Land there, figuring out how to launch a country, right? So working from hotel rooms, first offices, first people, everything around the launching company. So formative years in terms of international exposure I got with Ola, launched Australia, New Zealand and UK in that experience. Then interestingly, I got lucky further to go into early stage startups. When I joined Ola, it was fairly large company in itself. It was a $4-5 billion valuation company. Then moved to early stage startups. You've heard of a company, I'm assuming, called Unacademy. Have you heard of Unacademy? Perfect. So Gaurav Munjal is the founder there. He met me through an investor. Quick conversation, 5-10 minutes. He made an offer. I joined. So I joined as the head of HR for Unacademy again some time back and did that stint for a bit as well. Great experience. First time I'm heading the HR team there. So fantastic experience. Learned a lot from the founders. Learned a lot how to build a company from scratch from an HR and business standpoint per se. And my last stint essentially moving to leadership. So now in the last, I'll say 7-8 years now, I've been into leadership roles where there is nobody to save me, right? Leadership role, which means what? The buck stops at you. So you have to take more mature decisions, critical decisions, thought through decisions, because there's nobody else, there's nobody to save you, right? That also means that you have responsibility of helping build other people around you, guide other people around you, mentor other people around you. So being lucky to build teams. I was the first HR person this company hired called Pando. You've heard this Pando, somebody told about logistics, right? But I'll give you a quick video to maybe show what Pando does. Is the audio connected?
What? We got Series B? This is amazing. 2 years ago, if you would have told me that I would be in India eating samosa, discussing the future of supply chain, I would have told you you're crazy. But here I am, solving complex problems, failing, getting back up, but inspiring your customers with our product. The hardest part of my job, deciding if the founder's mentality I get to bring to work every day is what I enjoy, or the laser focus we provide our customers. Also, deciding between pani puri or samosa, and it's samosa, of course.
Hey bro, what's up with you today? You seem a bit stressed.
The client wants an optimization issue to be solved.
Okay.
There's just too much happening at once.
Chill out bro. Yeah. Let's figure this out.
A few moments later.
Weren't you guys working?
We did. We were able to come up with a really great solution. This had a lot of impactful changes instead of making small changes with low returns and high promises. We were also able to have fun delivering the job now. So you should know better, DJ.
Hey Ashok, you have a minute? What's the coolest thing you've done at Pando?
Coolest thing? I've been here for 4.5 years, so that's a lot of time with a lot of cool things. We went after the big accounts, big customers, purely because we felt that, we had value to deliver. And based on that conviction alone, we said, okay, let's be ambitious. We've got to, solve big problems for large customers. But I think above all, the coolest thing for me is, collecting a bunch of people, working with them, having high ambition, delivering massive value for our customers is about the coolest thing. Work with cool people, do cool things for cool customers with cool partners.
Having someone who is ambitious, delights the customer every single time, can put Pando and the team above themselves, can fail and bounce back with double the enthusiasm, that's the kind of person we'd love to hire. But look around, I'd say we did good.
Where'd you go for your last holiday?
So I know this seems cheesy, but I went to Fish Lake National Park in Utah to see quaking aspen. I was fascinated by our name, quaking aspen in Pando, and in Latin it literally means I spread. And it's a huge acreage of aspen trees that all share the same genetics. And it's really, really cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah, you should definitely go.
Catching up with a bunch of clients, and they've all been talking about the Pando team and how collaborative the culture is.
Yeah, I know, right? I've been thinking about the same thing from seed to Series B. A lot of things have changed, but I think the culture of the team has sort of stayed intact. For every time we push delivery to get go live times down to half of where they are today, they go out and celebrate twice as hard. So I think that whole work hard, play hard culture I think is very exciting.
Yeah, and you can see this across teams. We've come a long way. There's a long way to go. And with the Series B Now we'll go find more great people and do more great work and have fun, just like we've been doing.
Yeah, go Pando.
Laser attention. Oh,
But look around, I'd say we did good. But I think someone.
Guys!
All talking about how good the Pando team is, how collaborative the culture is.
Yeah, I know. I've been.
Okay, perfect. So this is a quick snippet. This slide dated video as well. This is when we raised our Series B. Series B is a funding round. People who might be following startups raise round from VCs to kind of scale. We did this funding round Series B about slightly more than about 2 years now, 1.5 years or back. So this is the video when we made there. So this is about me. What do I do? The company I work for, etc. Right? Now let's talk about you. Let's play a game. Yeah. Some of you would have seen I was carrying a ball here. Okay. So I'm going to throw the ball. I'm hoping somebody's going to catch it. I can't throw that far. Okay. Okay, perfect. Somebody caught it. All the eagerness of catching the ball will go away very quickly now, because can you please stand up? Can he have a mic? Can he get a mic? Okay.
Hi.
This is what you are supposed to answer. Your name is? Guys, please be silent. We have to listen to him. Tell me your name, what are you studying, and then this question above on the screen.
Hello, sir. My name is Gokul, sir.
Hi, Gokul. What are you studying in this question?
Sir, I'm doing MBA in finance.
The question is not, okay, go ahead. Next question.
Sir, why finance? The concept of finance.
Not why finance, why MBA itself?
Sir, MBA, I think I can scale up my career using an MBA course, MBA degree.
Okay, so you can scale up your, sorry, tell me again. Scale up
my career using
an MBA degree. Scale up career using the MBA degree. Perfect. Now your job, Gokul, is to throw the ball this way. And I promise you, person who catches the ball does not answer, but decides who answers. Okay? Can you throw the ball this way? Catch it. Somebody should catch it. Please. Okay, perfect. Your call. Who answers? I'll make you some enemies today. Quickly. Okay. See, this mic thing might be too slow. Huh? If we can just be all of us silent and you can slightly be louder, we are okay. So just be loud. Everybody be silent, you be loud. Let's go. Nityanand.
Yes. And I'm doing MBA in marketing, sir.
Why?
The main purpose of me doing marketing is to scale up my knowledge and to have a better career ahead.
Okay, scale up knowledge, better career, similar to the answer Gokul gave. Okay, let's throw the ball again. I'll change the question a bit as well. The question is, what do you think your next 2 years in SBUP will look like? Okay? Throw the ball. Please, again. Okay, guys, listen to him. Tell me your name, what course, this question. Guys, please pay attention. Go for it.
So myself, Shivam Sharma. From BIMHRD.
Okay.
And so I'm looking for a good job in next 2 years. And
okay. No. Everybody has an answer, guys. Okay, next 2 years, help me find a good job. Great answer. Okay, throw the ball. Next. No, this is not working. Can you pick up the ball and throw? Whoever will catch the ball will not answer. No problem. You will decide who answers. Throw the ball. I can't throw that far. I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay. This has to stop somewhere, guys. Okay, next. Darshan, you want to answer? No. Then decide to answer quickly. This is passing the ball thing is not working. Okay, no problem. Darshan, don't mind. I'm pointing you out. Can you please answer this question? What do you think your next 2 years will look like? Okay? Ma'am, 2 answers, both about jobs. Huh? So placements are concerned. Okay, cool. Okay, this ball thing is not working. Whoever has the ball, can you please pass it back here? I'll use it again. But I want some answers from the balcony now. I'm changing the question as well. Simpler question. What do you expect to get out of this session today? You're all here. College called you. Somebody sent an email. Mandatory session. Please come. All that, right? What do you expect to get out of it? Somebody at the balcony. Again, can you stand and shout loudly? I can't throw the ball that far. My arms are not that strong. No one? Hey, come on, yeah. You come here for the session. You'll spend 1.5 hours with me. 1 hour with me. Perfect. Go for it. Loudly. First, your name and the course. Ishan. Okay? Hey, I've heard this before somewhere. Okay. He's expected to learn from my mistake. That's what I told at the start of the session, but okay. Anybody else? Yeah, go for it. Hi, Sneha. Okay. Perfect. It's a great answer. Sneha, can you send me a CV quickly as well? Okay, perfect. No, good participation. Thank you so much for participating in this. I'll try to cover some of the expectations, etc. as well, but I'll give you a sense, right? So, college life, how it would look normally, that's for the question of what do you expect in the next 2 years. The answer I got largely was 2 answers around jobs. I don't have that on the screen, but 3 things I think normally everybody will get in college, in an MBA setup. Everybody will get, which is this, right? Number 1, which is around classroom education. Like the session today, you're sitting, somebody is speaking, hopefully trying to grapple some knowledge. Hopefully you'll attend some classes. There'll be a mandatory attendance percentage as well, I'm hoping again, and you'll grab some knowledge there, right? Okay? Number 2 would be, this is interesting, huh? These education institutions, including schools, colleges, whatever, right? Build competitive nature, right? You are not good or bad. You are good or bad compared to somebody else next to you as a rank, as a percentile, as a score, whatever else, right? So it naturally builds competitive nature, that you are trying to compete against a bunch of people. Placements will happen, 10 jobs, 100 people are applying for it, group discussion, interviews, everybody is trying to fight for that 1 job, right, or 10 jobs. So competitive nature gets built by default. Even if you don't try, it will get built for sure. The third thing is, hopefully, some functional skills as well, professional life, some actual skills you need to use for your job, right? For example, if marketing is what you are studying, and ma'am teaches influencer marketing, right? It is the thing today. The big thing today is influencer marketing. If you can capture some of the skills in those classes, you'll be in a good stead in your job, for example, right? Or if you're in an HR job, for example, if you learn motivation theories, hopefully you can implement some of them in your job as well, right? Is that all? Is that all? What do you think, what else we normally learn in a college, MBA college, or potentially we should learn in a college but we don't? Any guesses there? I thought we'll play the game again, but this throwing the ball thing is, might not work again, no? If I throw the ball, you'll catch it? Okay. Which side do I throw? This side? I'll throw here only, no? Okay, perfect. Question is simple. Apart from what I've told, what other things are important to learn in an MBA college? Loudly. Entrepreneurship skills, fantastic answer. How do you build entrepreneurship skills? By doing some entrepreneurial journey. Hopefully many colleges have, say, e-sales as well, they could help as well. So yes, college is a great time to experiment. The the downside of failure is very low. Versus in a real life, your failure is really hard hitting, right? So fantastic answer. Your name? Saksham, great answer. Okay, Saksham can throw the ball wherever you want. Please catch it. Oh, whoa. Too hard, Saksham. Guys, please listen to him. Okay.
I'm Nitesh from IB Marketing.
Nitesh.
N.
Nitesh. Okay, perfect. Hi, Nitesh.
So
what else do you think we should learn in MBA college? We don't. We're actually not captured till now.
Probably I think every one of us will find ourselves in a situation where we have not been in all our lives and find the way out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Find a measure, something to do, and how to get out of the situation. Find yourself in unexpected places and find a solution for it. That's
Okay,
what I think.
so interesting answer, Nitesh. He's saying essentially, get used to being in new places, new situations, uncomfortable situations, and get used to it, get out of it. Fantastic answer, Nitesh. Great answer. Big round of applause for Nitesh. One more answer. Please catch it. Do it slowly. Please catch it. Okay, the ball chose its owner already. Okay. See, a bunch of you have sent me LinkedIn requests in the last 2-3 days. Huh? I just open that up and start asking them to answer then otherwise. What else should we learn in an MBA college? It's okay, there's no right answer. Everybody said entrepreneurship or uncomfortable situation are great answers. Anything you say is perfect. Networking. See, she was so hesitant in answering, but a fantastic answer. It's on my slide as well, by the way. Networking is a great answer, by the way. Right? Okay, can you pass the ball back? Okay, so, in my view, 3 things which many of us, at least I was not very particular when I was in an MBA college, but in hindsight of working now for the last 10-15 years, it's a big miss for me. I should have potentially put more effort in it. Number 1 is learning how to work with people. And that's something you will see over the next 2 years. Most MBA colleges, I'm sure SBUP and the colleges under that as well, will have group projects, group studies, assignments, which are group in nature, not individual in nature. There's a reason for it. Because all of you will be required to work in a people environment in a work location, right? So working with people is extremely important. Extremely important. What the outcome of the group project, to be honest, is, sorry to say, irrelevant. Doesn't matter. But the experience of the group project will teach you a lot of things. Because there will be a person who will not do any work. He'll be in a group project, just sitting, hey, make a PPT, or I don't want to work, I'm going to sleep. Or somebody will say, I'll do the work, but they eventually don't turn up at all. One person will be, I was called Ghissu in my college as well. So one person will be studious, will make the PPT end of the day, and all of us want to be part of that group only because he's a studious guy, girl, whatever, right? So learning to work with people, extremely important. If you can't work with people, you can't do well. And at least I have not found a single job in a corporate work environment where you do your job and go home, nobody else gets impacted. You are working in a people environment for sure. Okay. Second is networking. Somebody said it here, right? Networking, fantastic answer again. Look around you, right? This 700, 700 people who are sitting in this room. All of you 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, 15 years down the line will be senior professionals in the world. Not only India, in the world, right? This is the time for you to build a network. In XLRI, we call it Excel Mafia. Literally, not kidding, we call it Excel Mafia. There's an email, there's a Facebook group, there's a WhatsApp group, everything. Where most of the HR heads of companies in India today, most of them are XLRI graduates. Hence, me being from Excel, pretty much know every HR head in the country. And that's not by design. You are from Excel, so you get that by default. But we could put an effort to network, you build a connection. If you call me, if somebody didn't speak to me in college at all, and then called me after now 10 years later that, hey, I want some favor, I don't know who that person is, right? Versus you build some connection today, build a network today in the college, you are future leaders. That network is extremely critical. So please put that effort, make sure you have a network in this college for sure, yeah? Okay, the last thing, the most important of the 3 in my view, is personality development. With not the personality development course or some test you will do, none of that, right? In my view, all of us are what? Our behavior is what, right? Our behavior is partly Our DNA, our genes, the way I behave, the way I look, the way I talk is partly my mother and father's doing or giving. But beyond that, largely what I've accumulated as experience along the way, right? This experience the last 2 years, the next 2 years rather for you, is extremely critical to build a personality. You will very soon be working in the world where you have to outshine people, you have to be standing out of the crowd, you have to deliver outcomes, you have to communicate, you have to collaborate. People will not look at you as one another person. You need to have a personality, you have to name, people should know who Nitesh is, who Shivani is, who Gokul is, they need to know the names, right? So, extremely, extremely important to not be sitting in your hostels, in your wherever flat, wherever you're staying, right? Be out in the open, communicate, participate, engage, build a personality of your own. Which means what, right? If you are, for example, afraid of public speaking, and it's a very normal, most of us would, I was also very afraid of public speaking, pretty much all my life. What is the easiest solution to conquer the fear of public speaking? Great answer, by doing it, right? Practice. My 5-year-old kid asks me this every day, right? Why do you catch the ball very well? He plays cricket, he goes to cricket coaching now, very early actually. But he goes to cricket coaching, he throws me the ball, I catch it. I throw the ball, he doesn't catch it. He asks me the question, why do you catch it? Why can't I catch it? Simple answer, practice makes the person perfect, right? So keep doing it, keep failing it, you'll do well. So build your personalities, guys. No company looking for clones. Those days are gone. Everybody is looking for somebody who has an individuality, has a perspective, has an opinion, has a personality. So please develop that for sure in the time here at your college. Okay? Okay, so college bit done. I got my first job. Couple of answers came as well, right? You got your first job. What do you think? Okay, this is the exercise I want to do, right? Yeah, so we'll do another exercise called Imagine. What you have to imagine is this. If you want to close your eyes, you can close your eyes. If you don't want to close your eyes, that's also fine. But just do an imagination exercise. Imagine first year at work. How will it look like? You got your job, got a placement, went to Pune, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Delhi, Mumbai, wherever. First year at job. Whatever, marketing job, HR job, sales job, whatever the job was, right? Imagine how year one looks like. Take a moment, take 30 seconds, think about it. Are we doing a time? Perfect. Okay. Do we have some perspective now? I don't want to throw the ball, yeah. This is an easy answer. Now we are all comfortable. I've been speaking for the last half an hour. I've been sharing all my secrets. My family photos have shown. I'm comfortable talking about everything. I'm sure you would be as well. So anybody wants to share, what do they think? Perfect, great. Shout your name first and then. Okay. Sahil, how do your year one at work look like? Thank you, thank you. Great answer. Blissful and chaotic. We can do it. Yeah, we can. See, it takes a lot of courage to stand up in an audience and speak like that as well, about something he thinks his job will look like. So that, thanks for that. Yes. So good answer, blissful and chaotic. Very true as well, very true. Okay, anybody else? Wait here. Go for it. Okay. Tell me your name again. Very good answer, Anushka. Very good answer. She is essentially saying, I've learned a bunch of things in college. How do I actually implement? Yeah, and don't really know. There's no track record. I've just first time working something. Great answer. Very good answer. Uncertainty, unsure of things. Very good answer. Okay, somebody has a hand raised here as well somewhere. I'll come there.
Good evening, sir. My name is Yash Patil. I'm from BIIB.
Okay.
So you tell that imagine the first year. So
Yes.
basically, I have experience of 2 years where I have worked as
Perfect.
a sales executive.
So you know the reality now.
So so basically, when I
Burst the
went
bubble now completely. Tell reality.
So when I went to my first job, it was very new things to me. So I don't know how to talk to people like in the company, as there is so many people in the floor on the floor, like 100 and 200 people on the floor. I don't know what to do on the first day. And after that, I was open for learning. So after that, I learned a lot in the job, and also I learned how to build networking. As I was working as a sales executive. It was very good to know the people, how they think, how the perspective of the people are. Thank you.
Perfect. Good answer, Jack. Very good answer. So he, very brave of him to admit it as well, right? He was not so great initially in opening out and talking to people. Day one, you joined a company. Everybody has a set method. They come at a particular time, do the particular work, have lunch with set of people. You are a newcomer. Who are you? I have a lunch group. I don't want to say smoke group. Nobody should smoke. But I have a lunch group. I have a chai group, whatever else, right? You're an outsider. So that's a struggle initially for sure. Okay. Anybody else? Yes, sir. Hi, Dinesh. No, good answer, very good answer. Very real as well. That and there's nothing to laugh. We call it honeymoon period only, right? So honeymoon period ends very quickly. You are there. It depends on which company you join. When I joined ITC, for example, post MBA, they had a 6 months induction. 6 months we were doing Bharat Brahman. Every state of the country you go, I sold cigarette, whatever, right? Everything under the sun you will do for 6 months. No responsibility, just cars are booked, flights are booked, hotels are booked, just go and do what people are telling you to do. That's all. No responsibility whatsoever. 7th month came, suddenly you are in a job as a manager. You have reportees, you have deliverables, you have no clue what to do. So learning is important to kind of focus initially as well. Okay, what else? Last answer before I move to the PPT. Okay, in the front.
Hello, sir. My name is Gaurav Shetty from BIIB Marketing. I would say the first year for me would be much of learning, implementation part, where I would be implementing what I have learned throughout my learning journey. Most probably main part will be MBA, this category, where I have learned how to process things, how to implement things, but not actually practically implemented it. So I would see myself as learning new things, networking, then teamwork. That's all, sir.
Perfect. Very good answer. Thank you. So very right as well. Okay, I'll quickly move to what it would certainly not be, right? What it certainly would not be is predictable. So somebody mentioned, right, ambiguous, we're not sure what will happen. Essentially, that is what is going to happen. What most people look like, I want to focus on learning, I want to focus on A, B, C, D. Really can't predict, yeah. This is what you think your post-MBA life will look like, straight line towards the goal. In reality, it might look like this. You don't know. Somewhere there's a crest, there's a bridge, there's water, there's rain. No idea. Absolutely no idea. I'm plugging my podcast here as well. The podcast name is I Have No Idea, but separate. Please subscribe. But yeah, so you can't predict what it's going to look like, yeah. What do corporates look for in a potential employee? Quick answer. Am we still doing okay on time? Can I still engage? Perfect. One answer I'll take it, then I'll go for it. Teamwork, okay? Maybe one more. Open-minded. Creativity. Curious. Flexible. Okay. No, I thought you might not know, but this crowd today is very smart. So pretty much the answer is already there. So what we corporate will not look for is somebody super genius who can solve every problem in the universe. We are not looking for the smartest person in the room who is having all the knowledge in the world. Not at all. What we essentially are looking for is if you are ready to embrace and deal with change that is going to come. Even some of the questions you'll see in interviews are, oh, how do you cope up with this? Have you learned a new skill? Oh, I learned to dance. How did you learn to dance? I used to dance in school. Oh, now college happened. I was busy. I left it. That's maybe not a great answer. Versus, I learned to dance. I'm continuing even till today. That would mean a good answer, right? So things like that is what corporates will look for. Not necessarily 99.9% marks the most passionate person for sure. What should you look for in a corporate? You'll have a bunch of companies coming. You'll have to apply for some. You have to not apply for some. How do you pick this company I should apply for? What's a good company for you? Work-life balance. Okay? One by one we'll do. Can you raise your hand? Otherwise I can't hear. One by one. Guys, silence. Okay, go ahead. Handsome salary, work-life balance. Dreamland, sir. Okay, perfect. Good answer. Okay, what else? What do you mean? Can you elaborate? What do you mean company culture? Every company has a culture. No. What do you mean by company culture? No problem. Tell me. Employee friendly culture. Perfect. So culture is one interesting aspect. Okay. Growth. Okay. One last answer before I move to what I think is the right answer. Okay. Learning, growth. Any new answer? Job description. What does it mean? Job description. Okay. Maybe good. You're saying good work, interesting work. Is that what you're saying? Okay. What is this HR answer you're giving here? Company values, huh? Which, hey, wait. Somebody said values. When companies come for placement, do you go to company website and say company values I'll see and then I'll apply? Huh? We should be looking for it. Okay, interesting. Okay, I'll come back. Silence. Company's reputation. Okay, good. Okay, guys, silence. Come back. Okay, somebody said brand name, right? I would say not just a brand name that looks good on your resume, but a place where you're respected, included, and get a chance to learn and contribute. So bunch of these answers kind of get contributed here, which is brand name is great. I'm not saying don't go for brand names. You should. But don't miss out on some other things as well, because the early part of the career is very formative in nature. Please make sure you find some place which is kind of in relation to what I mentioned on the screen, right? Okay? Things that worked in college but won't work in corporate. This planning, the way happened in colleges, test exams 2 hours before I'll kind of study something that might not work. Procrastination certainly will not work at all. Teamwork we spoke about, right? That you will see all that in the very next 2 years. You will do teams and then no 4-member team will divide 25% work for every member. Somebody will do 90%, somebody will do 5%, somebody will do 0%. All that will happen, right? That might not work. If you don't do your job in a corporate, you will have different outcomes essentially as well, right? Okay, move to the last topic. I'll run through this quickly, which is mistakes I made in my first job. Hopefully you should not make in your first job. Okay, number one, I should not, somebody said it by the way as well, I should not speak in meetings because I am a newcomer. All of you will see that. I'm a newcomer, I'm a new joiner, I don't know anybody, I don't know what to do. Am I knowledgeable enough or not? I should keep my mouth shut. Absolutely not. Right? Please, in a company, wherever you go, please speak your mind. Does that mean you become rude? Does that mean you become opinionated? Your opinion is the right opinion, everybody else is saying false? Not at all. But if you think something, you have a question, you have an answer, you have an opinion, please voice it. Most companies today, I would not say all, but most companies today, this hierarchy of who will speak first, who will speak last does not exist. The right ideas win. So please speak up. I used to not speak up because I'm a newcomer. I don't know enough as well. Second is, it's my manager's job to tell me how I am doing. I'm doing my work. If I'm doing well, he or she will tell me. If I'm doing badly, he or she will tell me as well. Not at all again. Your career is your responsibility. Please make sure you get the feedback you want. Please ask questions to your peers, to your superiors. How am I doing? What am I not doing well? What I should change? What I should improve? It is your responsibility. It is partly manager's responsibility as well, but if you're banking only on that, then you will get surprises. Your managers will do bad jobs. There will be bad managers. Should bad managers lead to bad careers for you? Absolutely not, right? So please make sure you own your career. Whenever you go, any job, any internship, whatever you do, every 2-3 days, every day, go to your manager, go to your supervisor, go to your peers, ask how are you doing? How can you do better? Okay? This I again spoke about initially as well. My work is my work. It does not impact anyone else. I don't see any job like that. If you're saying I'll sit in a corner room, I'll do my job and go home, absolutely not going to work. Your work will depend on others. You will not do your job well if you don't speak to others and collaborate. Similarly, your outcomes of your job will impact others as well. So you have to work in an ecosystem. Please realize that very soon in some sense. Yeah. My job is to follow orders. No. Your job is to get directions, ask clarifying questions, come to a consensus, and then do your work. Somebody said do this, blindly do this because somebody, your manager said so. Again, not a great idea for sure as well. This is interesting. This is limited to, this is linked to the personality development slide I have as well, right? Many companies do this, by the way. It's changing now. Culture fit round. We want to assimilate you to our culture, this and that, right? Again, companies now are looking for individuals who have a personality. So your job is not to blend in. Oh, somebody called Dinesh joined. He is now somewhere in this team working, settled. I can't see him now. He's working somewhere. That's not a great outcome. On the contrary, please stand out. Please be, have a personality, have an opinion, have your outcomes delivered, speak about it, network about it, collaborate about it, present in meetings, so on and so forth. So eventually, your job is to stand out, not to blend in any company per se. Every company has thousands of employees. No human, no company can think about everybody equally. If you stand out, only then they will bother about, care about you. Simple things, right? If you've done a good job, tell your manager, this is what I've done. If somebody else around you have done a good job, appreciate them. Things like that will help you for sure as well. Reinvent the wheel, not at all, which means build a network. If you have an assignment, talk to your friends, talk to your colleagues, talk to your manager. Everything in this world most probably has been done before as well. Most things potentially have been done before as well. So talk to those people who have done it before and then take guidance and do it better. Everything need not be zero principle or zero-based principle. What does that mean? Okay, I'll think logically about something and I'll build a solution. But somebody has done it before already in a better fashion, right? So learn from it. Not everything you have to learn on your own. Learn from your peers for sure. Be satisfied with meeting expectations. I believe so. I'm sure all of you believe so as well, that you are unique. I believe I'm very unique. I'm very unique. I am not here in this world to exist and demise. I am here in this world to make an impact. I'm pretty sure all of you are unique as well. Think like that, act like that, make an impact. So I'm in a job, I'm meeting expectations, getting my 9-to-5 job, 10% increment, I'm happy, I'm not losing my job, I'm not getting a promotion, but somewhere in the middle I'm okay. It's not a great idea. Over-deliver. If you're doing okay, if you're doing average, you're doing good, don't rest on your laurels, do great. You're put on this world not to do average things. Average things are time of the past, right? Everybody is unique, please make an impact is what an effort towards that should be as well. Somebody knows this? This is one of my favorite quotes. Huh? Let perfection be the enemy of good. Or the quote essentially is, don't let perfection be the enemy of good. What does that mean? Anybody take an attempt at it? What does it mean? Don't let perfection be the enemy of good. No, huh? Take an attempt. It's very obvious. Yeah. Good answer. Yeah. No, good answer. Good, maybe not fully there what I meant, but good answer, good attempt for sure. What I'm essentially meaning by this statement or don't let perfection be the enemy of good is, in our schooling life, in our college life, all our exams have a right answer. And there's a wrong answer. You get plus marks, you get minus marks, you get 0 marks, right? In work life, there's no right answer. There's always an opinion, there's a perspective, right? If you get a good outcome, deliver it, move on, do better next time. If you wait for perfection of an outcome, it will never happen. It will be delayed. You will be lagging behind. Your manager will say, you had to deliver something yesterday. Why it has not happened? Oh, I'm waiting for this item, this aspect, whatever else. You'll keep waiting. Don't wait. If you reach a good outcome, align your stakeholders, deliver it, next time do it better. But don't let perfection, which will take years to come, lead to inaction, which you don't do anything at all. So do something. Good is good enough to start with and keep doing it better every time is what my suggestion would be. I'll skip this one. Okay, this one is my last slide before I show a quick video and close, is I did this mistake. You will have good days in your first job, you will have bad days in your first job. You will have good quarters in your first job, you will have bad quarters in your first job. Don't leave. Have a great quarter, stay in the company. Have a bad quarter, stay in the company. Got a great promotion, stay in the company. Have a bad promotion, stay in the company, is what I'm saying. Initial part of the time, first 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, stick there, show grit, show resilience, don't leave. Because in hindsight, everything you're going through is helping you become a better professional. I did some of the initial mistakes where for example, left Unilever very quickly, for example. In hindsight, I should not have left Unilever at all, right? So don't make those mistakes. Good and bad times will come. Oh, some other companies gave me an offer. They have my friend works there. They are a very good company culture. Let me go. It is again, grass is greener on the other side always, right? So that's true as well. Stick around as far as you can, because in the end, you will come out stronger for sure, yeah? So that's the quick summary of the mistakes I made and I would want you not to make. I'll end it with a quick video. It is slightly cheesy, so bear with me. It's slightly cheesy, but I am a strong believer of motivation, right? All of us need motivation. I don't think anybody is self-motivated. Self-motivation needs effort as well. If I need to present this today, I need to motivate myself. I need to put effort to motivate myself. That self-motivation will not work on its own as well. So some videos I see which are extremely motivating. So I found this video which is very interesting, which I found. I want all of you to see, a bit cheesy again, but if it helps you motivate yourself, do a fantastic job in the next 2 years, I think that'll be a job well done, yeah? Okay. Not able to play this, how do you play? Can I maybe go out of... Just a moment, maybe this works now. Oh, perfect. So... चलेगा?
There's no other way around it. If success is the result that you are ultimately seeking, you must be obsessed with the process. You have no time to let fear, doubt, failure, quit, negative thoughts, or give up enter into your mental. See, you have massive potential. Open your eyes in the morning, your mindset has to be win. Meaning winning that particular morning and carrying that winner's mentality with you as you enter your classroom. So what the person to the left of you is pessimistic. So what the person to the right of you is zoned out. You, yes you, can only be concerned with staying locked in because you refuse to let the aura of your classmates or classroom enter into your mental space. See, this race is won by the one that can distance him or herself from the rest of the pack. And those are facts. So I need you to realize that there will be bad days. There will be times that you feel like you have no earthly idea what your teacher or professor is talking about. But what you will never ever do is throw a pity party. What you will never ever do is tap out. What you will never ever do is concede and throw in the towel. What you will do is knock on his or her door and say, listen, I only have one option. and that is success in your class. But right now, I'm confused about the lesson you taught today, and I need clarity, and I need it now. I guarantee, if you are passionate about wanting to achieve success in that class, he or she will bend over backwards to help you. But if you settle for mediocrity and never say anything, you are setting yourself up to fail, and failure, my friend, is not in your DNA. I promise. You're not the first person to question whether or not they have what it takes to achieve at a high level. I promise you're not the first person to feel like they are underperforming. I promise you are not the first person to feel like their brain is about to explode. Listen to me. Those that can push through no matter what storms arise are in the small minority, that small percentile of those that ultimately break through and make their goals and dreams a reality. So the reality is this. You were born with everything you need to pass every class with flying colors. You were born with everything you need to overcome the anxiety that may pop up from time to time on a mission to derail your lifelong hopes, dreams, and aspirations. See, my favorite acronym is HWPO. And just in case you forget, or just in case you don't know, that means hard work pays off. So winners like us never lose focus. And we're horrified and petrified whenever someone tries to tell us to take the easy route. Because we already know there is no easy route. Because if it were easy, everyone would do it. So we avoid that ignorance and get back to our grind of studying harder than we've ever studied before, because we understand that you get out of it what you put into it. So we pour our heart and soul into our homework. We pour our heart and soul into studying for exams. That way we sleep like a baby, because we know in our heart of hearts that we have put every ounce of our being into our work, and therefore success is a foregone conclusion. What if, after all of the hard work, after all of the studying, after all of the blood, sweat, and tears, you still fail? I need you to really hear me. And never forget this. You never fail, you never lose, you only learn. See, life will knock the mess out of you when you least expect it. It's part of the process. See, that's when you have to tell yourself, because of this setback, I'm stronger. Because of this setback, I'm wiser. Because of this setback, I'm smarter. And because of this setback, I'm hungrier than ever. So I say all of this as a friendly reminder. God bless. You were born to be spectacular. So I need you to jump over the obstacles. I need you to go around the pitfalls. And I need you to push through the adversity. Because that dormant volcano of success that's living inside of you is just waiting for you to grant permission for it to erupt.
That was all. Thank you so much for the time. The college, the professors, the students, the student manager called Vidhi, who was so nice to me to get me here as well. Priyanka ma'am, thank you so much for that as well. This is the QR code for my LinkedIn. Please scan it and follow me on LinkedIn. This is my QR code for a podcast I run as well. Please follow me there as well. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. That was a very enriching session. The floor is now open for questions.
I can't. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Job designation was people success.
Okay, so the designation was not people success. The department, we didn't mention designation in the video, it was department called people success. In Pando, we called HR people success. I am the head of people success. Our job is to make people successful. So it's clear that way. Our job is not human, resources, training, this and that. We only have one mandate, make the people at Pando successful. So everybody in myself and my team is called member of the people success team.
Good evening, sir. This side. So my name is Kavita Singh from BIMHRD, pursuing HR. So my question is satisfaction and growth. I think they are maybe antagonists to each other. So how to balance that? Once we are satisfied, we are not into something that looks so into growth. So how to balance that?
Okay, so interesting question, slightly philosophical question. The way I look at it is this, two parts of the answer. One is to each their own. Growth is very subjective in nature. Let's say my father used to work in a bank, extremely satisfied. Somebody else might look at it and say, oh, it's not heavy growth. My brother works in a government job, I work in a private job. So to each we are satisfied but I may not be satisfied in a government job, he might not be satisfied in a private. So each in its own is one part, but a more different answer, my opinion per se, my personal opinion, it's not a prescription per se. Satisfaction is a pit stop. Growth is the outcome or the goal, right? Yeah. You do something nice, be satisfied, feel good about it as a short break. Then go back on the wheel again, go back on the horse, go back on the train, go back in the car, keep driving for the growth is what I would say.
Thank you, sir.
I can't hear you that well. Louder. Good question. I say no to employees every day. And I say yes to employees every day as well. I think the answer is slightly larger in my view again. If you run a organization which is transparent, then it is easier to say no, because it is not the no that impacts an employee. I want a MacBook. Let's say I'm giving Windows to every employee. Somebody wants a MacBook. I say no. They have no clue why I'm saying no. They'll feel bad about it. If you are transparent in an organization, this is my philosophy, this is how I operate. I'm open to opinion, but this is my reality as well. Be transparent about it. I think people should be able to accept no pretty much all the time as well. I don't think it's a difficult thing to say at all. But again, give context is my suggestion should be that don't give no as the only answer, give why as well. And then most often than not, they would understand. Yeah.
Good evening, sir. Myself Pooja Farfar from BIMHRD Marketing. As you told, you sold soaps and other products. How was your experience? And as a marketing student, what is one advice you will give?
Okay, two parts to that answer, right? First part is easy to answer. How was my experience? My experience was poor. I hated it. In the sun, you're trying to sell stuff. You are basically at last mile. Do you know what last mile is? Last mile is the last point where your material is delivered. Last point is last mile. Swiggy, for example, delivering to your house is last mile, right? It's messy. Last miles are bikes. Last miles are cycles. Last miles are scooters. Last mile are not big trucks you see, right? So last mile is messy. So I hated my experience then of selling a soap or selling a cigarette or selling something like that. But in hindsight, as I mentioned, I did it. I had now I have immense joy looking back at it and talking to you guys proudly saying I've sold soap and all. This luxury of me telling you this comes from that toil that day essentially. So that would my view be. Many things initially look bad, we feel bad, but just be at it, it will be fine at the end of the day, you'll learn a lot. As a marketing student, understand the customer is a very understated kind of thing. That's the crux of it in my view. You're selling to a business, or you're selling to marketing could mean like Pando, right? Pando doesn't sell to consumers. You would have never heard of Pando. Potentially you'll never hear of Pando again as well. Because we never sell to you, we never advertise to you as consumers, right? We sell to other companies per se. So understanding what the customer pain points are is what the step one should be. You join, let's say, Nestle, and you join Nestle's marketing team, and Nestle has a product which is, let's say, a baby milk powder, right? What you should, the first thing is, go talk to the mothers, why are they buying this powder? If you understand the consumer well, everything else will hopefully follow into place.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir. Sir, here. Yeah. Okay. I'm Junior Student Manager, Pragya Gupta, BIIB. So, like, as you right now stated, that you should not run behind perfection, and good is sufficient sometimes. So, I just want to know, like, I believe there will be some situation when we need perfection.
For sure.
And how to choose between perfection and good, when which is required.
Some things need perfection. Safety needs perfection. In HR, payroll needs perfection. Right? Entrance exam, this NEET exam, whatever that happened, right? Hopefully that needed perfection, didn't happen.
So, but in the job, like as you stated.
Align expectations, what maybe would be, right? So, in a job, there's never a right answer. If somebody has given you a task, right? You always, nobody is an owner. You will potentially not be working with an owner of a company, right? You will be working with another manager. They have been given a task. They break that task down into 10 pieces and they give you one piece. Always try to understand what's the larger puzzle they're trying to solve and solve for that. That will give you the answer, should it be perfect or not. If you are the person who is lagging behind, other 9 pieces are already there, then quickly get on with it, right? Understand what your manager is asking, why they're asking. They will never tell you if you don't ask, right? Manager will say, this person has joined just now, why should I bother him or her with that? Let me just tell them ABCD you do, you will do ABCD. It is always beneficial to ask why. What is the larger picture? Why are we doing what we're doing? What is he supposed to do in the larger scheme of things? And then solve his problem. So you solve your manager's problem, then your problem is largely solved as well.
Thank you, sir.
There will be the last question for the day.
Okay. So hold on. Too many people. Where should I take the last question? There is somebody. Okay, we'll take from the balcony. Sorry. I am here, by the way, after this also you can catch me. I couldn't understand the first part. Second part I understood, the difference between startup and a big company work. But what was the first part? Yeah. Correct. Oh no, for sure. So, okay, so I now understand. So, if you see the history of recent is last 2 decades of India, right? Again, this is not well researched, but my opinion again. The early 2000s to, let's say, 2012, 13, 14, that range, IT services was the big game changer for India. Their contribution to GDP became massive because India was able to supply best quality technology to the world, right? This decade and more is my view of product organization, because where is the Facebook of India? Where is the Apple of India? Where is the Samsung of India? You can keep naming it, enough and more technology products, either actually hard products like Dell or Lenovo or Apple, or soft products, all the softwares you buy, ERPs you buy, solutions you buy, pretty much all of them are not from India, right? This decade and onwards is the decade, in my view, for technology products from India for the world. We are in that mission, very small player, but that's the motivation all of us should have. If you are in this workforce in a technology field, you want to work in technology field, this is a time to work in a product company in India for the world, is what maybe would be. The second part of the question is, how is it different? It is very different, but again, I will not want to prescribe one is better than the other. I will not want to do that because I worked in startups more recently. I have worked in large companies earlier. Both had enough learnings for me, so I will never say one is better than the other. You will have to pick what you want to do. But having said that, differences largely are, large organizations will give you a slightly more structured path. So if you don't know what you like, if you are not very sure what your skill sets are, what you want to operate, you want guidance, you want mentorship, more hand holding, potentially a larger company is a better bet. because they'll be slightly more forgiving also. They'll invest time, effort, money on making sure you are groomed up to their deliverables as well. Having said that, if you are a person who does not like hierarchy too much, if you're a person who are clear what your skill set are, I'm a curious person, I'm an innovative person, I'm a problem solver. I really want to work fast, fail fast. I don't want to follow that corporate ladder. If I am doing well, I should grow. If I'm not doing well, I should wither. But don't make me wait for many years because my batch is this batch. It has a 3-year cycle, this and that. Then potentially a startup is the place you could experiment as well. Having said that, career is a long journey. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So it'd be okay if you join a startup, you don't like it and go back to a corporate. Similarly, if you join a corporate, you don't like it, you want to go to a startup like I did, it's absolutely fine as well. As I mentioned, career is a marathon. There's no sprinting, there's no one mistake which will derail your career. Enough long time to perfect it and go back to what you like as well. All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Now I welcome Student Manager Ritika Verma and Ayush Rai to present the memento to Mr. Sabharwal, sir.
May I now call upon stage Student Manager Sankalp Sevlani to propose a vote of thanks.
Sir said, learning to work with people, networking, and personality development are few important skills which we should acquire in these 2 years. We deeply appreciate the time and effort you took to present such a compelling session. We look forward to future opportunities to learn from you again, sir. I would also like to express my sincere appreciation to the leadership and management of Sri Balaji University, Pune for their support and encouragement throughout our induction program. Lastly, I would like to extend gratitude to our fellow student managers for being such an amazing audience. Thank you.